Hello folks, it's time again for the lease deals of the month, but the in-stock edition. So these are all cars that should be able to be delivered to you within maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month, but you're not going to be waiting forever more as you are with factory orders at the moment. No particular order to this other than price. I'm starting with the lowest, going up to the highest, and I've got loads of deals here, so I'm really going to rattle through these more so than I normally do. I'm going to try and get through as many of them as possible in about 10-12 minutes for you. These are all 3 year, 3 month upfront, 10,000 mile deals as per. There is a link to Lease Loco in the video description as always. Please use that. It really does help support the channel. And if you like any of these deals but you want to change up the terms, it's as easy as diving onto Lease Loco with that link and having a click around and just changing things up to suit you. Just something to bear in mind with all these deals, as they are in-stock deals, they are likely to go very, very quickly. So if you're interested in any of them, use my link, make an inquiry as soon as possible, or you will be disappointed. Let's get on with it, shall we? First one's this Seat Leon. I love the Leon. I think it's a great little car. Sometimes falls under the radar off the Golf and the A3 and things like that, but it is a brilliant car, very well put together. 1 litre petrol, this one, so it's the 3-pot. SE dynamic trim, and you're looking at 0-62 in 10.9 seconds, manual, 1000cc, group 12 on the car insurance, so it's really cheap insurance, 50 mpg, 380 litres of boot space. That's 920 quid up front, 228 a month. Really good deal, that. Really good deal. I like that one. Hyundai Kona's next. Again, 1 litre petrol manual, mild hybrid, this one, SE Connect version. Group 10 on the car insurance, so super low car insurance. 120 horsepower, 0-62 in 11.9, 47 mpg, 374 litres of boot space. Next we've got the Nissan Qashqai. We've seen this on a few videos recently, but there are still some good deals around on these. Despite the fact that there's stock of these available, the price hasn't really gone up. So you're looking at 1181 up front, 273 a month. And that's the 1.3 Accenta Premium petrol manual. There are loads of trim levels available on these as in stock deals. 10.2 seconds to 62, group 12 on the car insurance, 504 litres of boot space. Next we've got the Seat Arona. This is the 1 litre TSI 110 horsepower FR Sport, and this one's the automatic, the DSG automatic, which is a very good gearbox. This one's group 12 on the car insurance, 110 horsepower as I said, 10.8 seconds to 62, petrol, automatic, 46.3 mpg and 400 litres of boot space. I feel like between sort of VW and Skoda, Seat sometimes get a bit overlooked, and they really shouldn't be because they're just as good. We've got the first EV now of this video. Obviously the EV deals of the month will probably come next week. Got the Fiat 500, 87 kilowatt Icon, 42 kilowatt hour 3-door. Obviously it's automatic, 0-62 in 9 seconds, combined range of 186 miles, and you've got 185 litres of boot space. Very cool little city car. Hyundai Tucson is next, 1.6 TGDI N-Line petrol manual. Where is this price wise? It's round about where it's been for quite some time, despite the fact it's in stock. 0-62 in 10.3 seconds, 41 mpg, 1.6 petrol manual, as I said, group 13 on the car insurance. This is a big car to be a group 13. It must be one of the lowest car insurance groups for a car of that size, certainly. 620 litres of boot space, which is massive. And if you put the back seats down, 1800 litres of boot space. Brilliant cars. I spent some time in one recently and thoroughly enjoyed it. Next is an MG ZS. So very popular sort of budget EV SUV. It's gone up about a tenner a month from where it has been, but this is in stock. 1,350 quid up front and 330 a month for an EV that gives you a combined 198 miles of range. Group 28 on the car insurance, 176 horsepower and 8.2 seconds to 62. And it's got a 470 litre boot. I've just had the MG HS for review and have to say the build quality is far above anything you might expect. So it could be a bit of a bargain, that one. Next, the Citroen C5 Aircross. This is a 1.5 diesel E88 automatic gearbox, which is a good one. There have been some horrific automatic gearboxes from Citroen over the years, but this is a good one. 10.6 seconds to 62, group 19 on the car insurance, 131 horsepower, 300 newton meters of torque, so you could probably tow with that. 720 litres of boot space, which is gargantuan. I've said before, but I really like the styling on those cars. I really like the styling on quite a few new French cars, which a few years ago, I'd have put my house on the fact that you would have never heard me saying that, but there you go. Things change. Right, I've had one of these for review before. I'll pop a little video up there in case you haven't seen it. Cupra Leon 2 litre TSI VZ2 DSG petrol automatic. Absolute flying machine, this thing. 1,447 up front, £404 a month. This is the front wheel drive, 6.4 seconds to 62, 245 horsepower, 39.2 mpg is claimed, 380 litre boot space. It's only Group 28 on the car insurance, which is really good when you consider 0 to 62, 6.4 seconds and 245 horsepower. That VZ2 spec as well is really quite generous. You won't really be wanting for options on that. Next, Audi A5 Coupe, 35 TFSI Sport, S-tronic, so it's petrol, automatic, 2 litre engine, Group 28 on the car insurance. Only 150 brake horse on this version, but there are higher powered versions of that 2 litre engine as well. 0 to 62 in 8.9 seconds, 45.6 mpg, and 450 litres of boot space. 1,600 up front, 462 a month. And if we look in recent times, that looks like quite a bargain, really. They've been sort of around about the £500 mark, so it's not too shabby at the moment. Next, sticking with Audi, is the A6. We've got a few Audis coming up, actually. It's the A6 TFSI S-Line S-Tronic Tech Pack. So this one is fairly well loaded, and price-wise, you can see, pretty good at the moment. 1,800 quid up front, 498 a month. And that gives you 2 litre petrol automatic, Group 34 on the car insurance, 204 brake horsepower, 7.3 seconds to 62, claim combined MPG's 39.2, and 530 litres of boot space. Very, very cool looking cars. I love these things. Great interior, but I slightly prefer the old infotainment system, but that's just me. 1,800 up front, 500 quid a month. Next, the Q5 Sportback. So this one's the 40 TDI Quattro Sport, and we are looking, and price-wise, we're looking pretty good. This was about £650 a month for quite a large part of the last sort of 5-6 months, and we're now at £1,856 up front and £520 a month. I would say this one's going to go quickly, and there only appears to be probably 1 or 2 of these knocking around. So if you're interested in this, jump on it. It could well be gone by the time the video comes out. So 2 litre diesel, automatic, Group 35 on the car insurance, 204 horsepower, 7.6 seconds to 60, 44.8 mpg, and 510 litres of boot space. Great looking car. You could do a lot worse than one of those. Audi e-tron Sportback, 230 kilowatt, 50 Quattro, 71 kilowatt hour Technic Auto. We've seen this a few times in recent videos. Group 45 on the car insurance, 313 horsepower, 540 newton meters of torque, 6.8 seconds to 62, only 198 miles of combined range, which is a bit disappointing, 615 litres of boot space. Obviously you need a few quid to lease one of those, but it's not a bad price if you're in the market for it. It needs more range. Then we've got the Ford Mustang Mackie, 258 kilowatt extended range, 88 kilowatt hour, all-wheel drive automatic. Price-wise, it's slightly up on where it has been by about 50 quid a month, but it's in stock, and these things are massively popular. I would wager that this will be gone within a day, this deal. So if you want this, jump on it. Group 40 on the car insurance, 5.8 seconds to 62. 580 newton meters of torque, 351 brake horsepower, and a combined 335 miles of range. I must admit, I like these a lot. I haven't driven one yet, but I hope to soon. The infotainment system's very cool. It's like a bit of an evolution from the Tesla system, it seems. But I do like them. They make a lot of sense to me, apart from the price, which is a bit scary for me. Right, as I said at the start of the video, there's a link to Lease Loco in the video description. Please use it, and if you are interested in any of these in-stock deals, don't delay. Make the inquiry now, because they go very, very quickly. I often get people leaving comments after these videos come out, sometimes only a few hours after it's come out, and they're saying to me, oh, that deal's not there, or I've just looked and it costs this much. That's because it's gone. So you do have to jump on them very, very quickly on the stock deals. Obviously, if it's factory order, you sometimes get a little bit more time to make up your mind, but you don't get too much time with these normally. Please use that link. It really does help support the channel. And please follow me on the socials. I'm putting all the links here. I've still got a bit of an embarrassing following on everything other than YouTube. So please dive onto Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you are, and give me a follow and a like there as well, because it really does help. Go and check out Surfshark and use my link, which is in the video description and pinned as the top comment. I've been using Surfshark for a couple of years now, and what it is a VPN. That means you can trick your internet, your phone, your computer, your TV, any device to think you're in another country. Why is that useful? Firstly, it helps you protect your online identity. Secondly, it stops eavesdropping from hackers, governments, corporations. Thirdly, you can fool your device to think you're in another country, which means you might be able to access things like the US version of Netflix, which has got tons of different content to the UK version. Massively useful. And it also comes with ad blockers, so you don't get pesky ads popping up on your internet browsing. Now use my link and you'll get an amazing 82% discount from Surfshark. You get 2 months up front as a free trial and you get 82% off. If you sign up for 2 years, you can get it for £1.69 a month, which is incredible. And the best thing is, using that link helps support the channel. So enjoy that US Netflix, enjoy protected browsing in future, and thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.